Look, you will not be mature until you understand that maturity does not come with age. Maturity does not come with age at all. Have you ever been inside the classroom and you see kids around your age acting how you don't act? See them acting childish, going ahead playing around, or you see them wasting their time doing something when you're on task, you're focused. Or you could even go ahead and say, it's a lot of people that I know today that's above me in age that I see playing with their lives, wasting their time, not becoming disciplined, not building up their personal brand, not going ahead and starting a business, not going ahead and even working a job. I see people just living to live. Well, living is good, but living to live, what I mean by living to live, I mean not even living paycheck to paycheck, living off dirt bread, whatever it is I find today I eat, whatever it is I do here, I'll find a way to make rent. That's not the way to live. If you want to go ahead and grow rich, you need to have some form of maturity. You need to be hit. You need to be hit with that maturity. You need to one day realize that the only way to grow rich is to go ahead and have a system, a complex system. It's to go ahead and say, okay, I need to get on my grind. I need to go ahead and have my system of me becoming more focused and my system of me becoming more disciplined. Why do I keep saying system? I say system because it always takes a plan. I had to make a financial plan when the money started coming in to know how I could circulate the money, how I could make the money work for me instead of me working for the money. I had to go ahead and make a system so I knew how to allocate my time. A system of I'll take this 1 hour a day break. I'll go ahead and work on a brand at this time, work on YouTube at this time, and have this time for me left over for more research. At the end of the day, if you want to really do something, you have to make it work. And I feel like the only reason my stuff is truly working right now is because I have what a lot of people around my age don't truly have, and that's maturity. If you lack maturity, I don't believe that you can get to the next level. Maturity comes with you understanding that it's not always party time. Maturity comes when you understand that it's either time to get to the money or time to chase your dream. Maturity comes when you understand that you don't have a lot of time left in this life. Now, why do I say left in this life? I say that because each day you live is the longest you've ever lived. I heard that quote one time and it's just stuck with me. Each day you've ever lived is the longest that you've ever lived, because you don't know if you will wake up tomorrow. You don't know if you will have the same bodily functions tomorrow. You don't know if something crazy can happen the next day. So live your life to the fullest and go ahead and chase your dream. At the end of the day, a lot of people wait too long to go ahead and get on their grind and say, all right, I'm in my 30s, now I want to try. Look, a lot of time I tell people that it's no such thing as waiting too long. But guess what? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's like maturity is gonna hit you it's gonna hit everybody probably at a different age. But you have to kind of force that. You have to kind of force that maturity to come and hit you. You have to force yourself to truly see the world as how it is. Don't be naive forever is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, there's nothing wrong with you going ahead and just now starting to get on your grind at 30 years old. I feel like the reason I said that because a lot of people around my age will go ahead and say, oh, somebody else is going to get me out the hood. Or, oh, somebody else is going to figure out how we're going to eat tonight. Or, oh, somebody else is going to figure out how it is the bills get made. Or somebody else is going to figure out how it is I get clothes on my back. Or at the end of the day, they just going to leave. They're going to leave all of the work up to somebody else. And they're going to continue to do that until they get to their 30s or maybe even longer. What it is I'm trying to tell you is that I don't want reality to hit you when you're in your 30s or when you're in your 40s or when you're in your 50s. I want reality to hit you right now, because right now is your time to shine. When you start younger, you have more pull, more reach. You have more time. You have more time when you start younger. But at the same time, you don't have a lot of time because each day is the longest you've ever lived. What I'm trying to tell you right now is that maturity is going to hit everybody at a different age, but you can force yourself to become mature. You can force yourself to go ahead and focus on the money. You can force yourself to stop chasing the girls. You can force yourself to go ahead and say, okay, instead of hanging with my girl today, I'm going to go work on my brand. Instead of laying up with my girl for this hour, I'm going to take this hour out of my day to go ahead and go do that little photo shoot that I did for my brand, and then come back home to seeing my girl laying down and just chilling with her. At the end of the day, you have to understand that maturity is something that you need to reach in order to go ahead and get to the next level. And there's a certain type of sacrifice that comes with even getting to the next level. So there's a ton of sacrifice that comes with maturity. And that sacrifices your time. You have to sacrifice your time to get some effort, or you have to sacrifice your time to do anything in this life. I'm sacrificing my time to make this video. A lot of people are sacrificing their time to make their business. A lot of people are sacrificing their time at their job. A lot of people are sacrificing their time to watch some content, to enjoy themselves. At the end of the day, you're always having an equal exchange in this world. Say me turning on the kites in that video, that's me going ahead and sacrificing my time for however many minutes the video is to feel excited. Or me sacrificing my time to watch one of my own videos for me to correct it, for me to polish my craft, for me to go ahead and understand how can I get to the next level? What can I do to go ahead and make myself the man that I truly want to be? At the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is that maturity does not come with age. No, maturity does not come with age. I know people that are far older than me that don't have this maturity that I have. And I feel like the reason that I have this maturity is because of the things that I've seen, because of the things that I've done. I feel as though when you go ahead and you stare down your path and you can see the things that you've done wrong and the things that you've done right, and you become more reflective on that, that's how it is you can build your own maturity, or that's how it is you become mature. That's how you can become mature. If you truly are looking to become mature, or if you're truly looking to go ahead and grow rich, if you're truly looking to go ahead and get to the next level, then this video is for you. This is how you get to the next level. And if you aren't writing this stuff down, if you aren't going ahead and taking notes, or if you aren't going ahead and downloading this in your brain, or liking the video, or commenting something that you learned in today's video, then you're watching this video for nothing. Don't waste your time. Have you ever heard of the thing called equivalent exchange? Equivalent exchange is when you go ahead and you put something in, and something of equal value must be taken away or given back. What it is I'm trying to tell you is, if I go ahead and not sacrifice my time for me to go ahead and study something, I'm getting something back from it. I'm understanding something. And so thus, if you go ahead and say you're sacrificing your time at school, you're understanding the work. Or if you could even say, if you're just now coming to learn for a new job, you're sacrificing your time to learn that new job. That's equivalent exchange. Now, I want to tell you that in your life, there are a lot of moments of equivalent exchange. There's a lot of moments where you go ahead and you put your time up to go ahead and party. It's a lot of moments we've all put our time up to go ahead and do things that were not benefiting our future. That's what I mean by being immature, by going ahead and sacrificing all your time to get no results back that can help you down the line, to get no return on your investment, to get no return on anything in this life, just to sacrifice your time and sacrifice your money to go and party to party, from chasing girl to girl, from walking down on girls and just texting them all day and spending all your time with them, knowing that as soon as the girl gets what she wants from you, she's done. Or knowing that as soon as that man gets what he wants from you, he's done. Come on now. You're better than that. We were all meant for more than that. We were meant to go ahead and become them rich, influential individuals. We were meant to go ahead and become them people at the top. I don't see why so many people settle for the bottom just because one thing that they tried did not work out. I used to think that I was going to make it to the NFL. Even though I had no offers, even though I had nothing, I thought if one person has done it in his life, I could do it too. But that dream didn't work out. But guess what? I didn't stop dreaming. I just changed the plan. I changed the structure. I altered it in a different way. I love to create. So I explored on my one hobby, and my one hobby became my craft. At the end of the day, your mindset is what's going to get you far in this world. So if you cannot become mature and understand that you need to focus on your craft, you need to focus on your time, you need to focus on your mind, and you need to build good habits, then you will stay at the bottom of this life. And it's going to be nobody's fault but your own. It's going to be no one's fault but your own. And I don't know how many videos I can make to tell you guys this to get you to understand it. It might just take life to humble some people, because it took life to humble me. When it was, I was homeless. When it was, I felt like I couldn't call somebody for some money. When it was, I felt like I couldn't reach the next level. I sat myself down and I talked to myself for hours and hours in a day. People will maybe think I'm crazy today, but I used to really talk to myself for long hours before I went to sleep. What do I want to do? Why do I want to do that? Why is that my purpose? I had to really understand myself on a deeper level to even become the man I am today. So in order to become mature, you need to spend time alone. Spend a lot of time alone. And there's nothing wrong with spending time alone and not going to a party. Your parties is always going to be there. You could be in your teens right now, or you could be even in your 20s. The parties is always gonna be there. There's always somebody throwing a party. There's always somebody throwing a function. It's always gonna be some bad girl at the party, at the function, that you can go get her number to. So go ahead and skip that one for tomorrow. Skip that party for tomorrow and go ahead and understand your craft. What is something that you truly want to do? What is something that can help you get out your situation? What is something that can one day provide money for you? What's something that can one day help you out? What are you going to be able to count on if you can't count on anybody else? If you can't count on your moms, if you can't count on your dad, if you can't count on your grandparents, if you can't count on anybody but yourself, what is something that you can rely on? What is something you can have income coming towards you from? What is your dream? I'm asking you these questions not because I want to go ahead and be a guru or a life coach. I'm asking you these questions because these are questions that I asked myself when it was I was growing up. When it was I felt like there was no one else to turn to. I asked myself these questions and I sat myself down and I answered them. Answer my questions if you truly want to become mature. If you truly want to reach the next level, if you truly want to grow rich, or if you truly want to have something going for yourself, it all starts in the mind. It all starts in the mind. Because if you look at this, if I learn a lot about the money game, or about how banks do this and how the government does this with the money, then nobody will be able to play me when it comes to the money. I won't be able to get scammed. I won't be able to be shortcutted. I don't know a lot of plays that I can run, a lot of things that I can do. So if you look at it like this, it's just by you learning more about the game called life, and you going ahead and understanding more, and you understand yourself to a higher degree and your craft to a higher degree, nobody's going to be able to play with your money. No one is going to be able to play with your mind. No one is going to be able to take advantage of you. No one is going to be able to do anything to you that you do not want done to yourself when you go ahead and you get on your grind and you understand that you will have a lot of power in this world if you just started being more mature. Okay. That's all I really wanted to tell you in today's video, is that age does not come with maturity, or maturity does not come at a certain age. There's no certain age that you're gonna randomly wake up and say, I'm mature now. Or it's no certain age that you're gonna randomly wake up and say that I'm mature now, that okay, I'm not the same person I was the other day. No, it takes actual literal change. A lot of people would tell me that they changed in my life, and I would say, you haven't changed. I could look at them and just tell. Go ahead and lead by action, and you just keep spouting your words, then you won't get to the next level. Even for myself, when I'm coming on here and I'm telling you all these things, if I don't choose to live by them every single day, then I won't get anywhere. If I don't live by that same sacrifice of my time, of maybe hanging out with my girl, of maybe going ahead and taking her to crazy places right now to build something for the future so we can always do those things in the future, then I might truly become nothing. You have to actually ask yourself, when you were a kid and they said the job was the only way, is a job the only way? Don't get stuck in the rat race. Don't get stuck in everybody else's trap. Don't get stuck in everybody else's plans for you. Understand what it is you want for yourself, and you stand on that. You stand 10 toes on that. You understand what you want for yourself, and you go and you chase it. A lot of people told the upcoming rapper Fat Mac that he would not be able to get to where he was and to go get a job. He said no, and he kept rapping, and he blew up off rap. That's how it goes in this world. A lot of people see these instances where these people blow up and they say, oh, that's just another person blowing up. I couldn't do that. But you truly could. If you put your mind to it and you realize there's one great factor, that they are human just like you, no matter what circumstances that they come from or that you come from, don't involve them. Don't involve them. Maybe your mom didn't do for you as much as them. Don't even worry about all that. Worry about what you could do for yourself to help you get on their level. And once you do that, you will take off. Also, don't get too much in comparison, because I want to tell you that the comparison of another person's life compared to your own is the thief of joy. It will take so much away from you. I used to always compare myself to the other YouTubers and to the people that's around me with their clothing brands and just say, I want my brand to have that many people that want to wear it, or I want to have that. If I had that much money that they have right now, I could be making some crazy plays. I will always take the joy from my own accomplishments by comparing it to another person's, when all I had to do was look down my own lane and say, I got to get better than I was tomorrow. And that's all. So get better than you were tomorrow. and understand that maturity does not come with age. It's a choice. It's a choice. Do you want to be mature? And if the answer is yes, if your answer to my question is yes, then go ahead and start involving some sacrifice, because it's going to take some sacrifice to get where you want to go. I need you to understand why you're doing this. I need you to understand your craft. I need you to go ahead and say, I want to be mature, and this is why I want to be mature, and this is how I'm going to be mature, because you're going to need a plan. Like I said before, a system to help you go down that path and to help you stay down that path. Now, my name is Davion, or you can call me D. And I built a brand called DTO, which is Defy the Odds. Right now I'm wearing it. Defy the Odds is my clothing brand. We've been noticed by DDG and a lot more people. If you want to go ahead and cop some of the clothing brand, it will be in the link in the comments. It will be in the link in the comments. If you want to go ahead and hit the like button, you know where that's at. If you want to go ahead and comment, you know where that's at. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe, you know where that's at. I'm running a 10% off sale until November 1st. So if you want to go ahead and cop it while it's 10% off, or if you want to come a different piece that we have, then go ahead, hit the comments and go ahead and cop it. All right, now I want you to go ahead, get your mental straight, fix everything that you know you got to fix, and just hit the road running and don't look back. There's going to be a lot of times in your life when people are going to tell you that that's not going to work out. But at the end of the day, you just got to make it work for you. If this is your path, if this is something that you want to do, you got to live by it. You got to die by it. That's got to be something that you're willing to really die for. All right. I appreciate you for watching today's video. Go ahead and subscribe for me. DTOD out.
To make the unknown known.
Start trying to have people look into your life. Start trying to have people look into what music you make. Start trying to have people look into what clothing you making. Start trying to have people look into that new designer designer brand that you just had come out. Like, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to us being those people who whatever happened to us having dreams, man?